George. He's the event manager of the European Handball Federation, responsible for the complete tournament here. Okay? So we're going to start. Welcome, everybody. It's a pleasure to have you here. And congratulations again. You have been the players of the match. Very good. My name is Mark Schober. I'm the EHF representative. I'm a member of the EHF executive. What does that mean? Yes, I'm kind of in the highest board of the European Handball Federation. We decide about how the schedule is of a Euro, for example, who will give TV rights to, all these kind of things, maybe the most important decisions inside the European Handball. So I'm one of these board members. On my profession, I'm working for the German Handball Federation. I'm the CEO of the German Handball Federation. There I organize, I'm responsible for all the national teams of the German Federation, organizing big events. And it's a pleasure for me to have you here now. And for the Respect Your Talent program. It's a very nice program, I think. We try to give you some skills you may not learn in your federation, except from handball skills. And therefore we have our ambassador here. He's Rasko Stojkovic. He's a pivot player, of course, a former national player from Serbia. And he won the Euro. I know he was the silver medal winner. Sorry, silver, almost won. Only 2 goals, I guess. The silver medal on the Euro 2012. He was also playing all over Europe in different clubs. Red Star Belgrade, I think you started, and then you have been to my country, to Germany, to the club of Pfullingen, which is not so famous, but to Nordhorn, also to Kielce, Brest, and of course Maccabi here in Israel. I hand over the microphone now to Rasko, who will explain all the other stuff. Don't hesitate to ask questions, please. So if you want to know something, ask. Don't be afraid of the language or something. Just try and go out and ask whatever you want to know. Rasko, it's your floor.
Let's try without microphone. It's easy. It's not for the camera, it's for them. Okay, maybe you can hear me like this. It's easier because. I need, so they don't need to hear it. Okay. Good morning, guys. First of all, I want to thank you all for coming here. It's a real pleasure to stay in front of you and start giving you some pointers how we, older generation, came to this position and of good players, great players, or however you want to say it. I know you are tired. I was so many times on your position and sitting down, want to sleep, but try to follow these things. This whole idea is how to help you that you will be better. What is the point of these meetings is it's for you to realize that there is something more to become a great player than only this 20 by 40 and everything what you do here. It's most important thing, of course, but there is a lot of things when you step out of this court or when you step out from the hall that you need to develop, that you need to, where you need to push yourself. I know it's hard to pushing yourself on the court and outside, but if you want to come to the top, it's really, really important for you to realize that that's the only way. I want to show you something from here. I hope this will work. This is from Champions League.
Oh, gorgeous stuff from Tika Mem. Sends the defense down the river. Nice movement inside in the center. Absolute thunderbolt there from Domagoj Dubniak. Inanic. Oh, that's a exactly what we got. Peter Nenadic rockets that one in and gives Veszprem ball across to Dylan Nahi, double in flight. Oh, what a start and what an execution as well for Kielce. Can he make history for this club? Yes, he can! And for the very first time in Cologne, EHF Final Four history, we have a champion 2 years in a row, and that champion is a 10-time champions Barca.
So we watch those great players, great names of the sport, but let's try to see, what do you think? What takes to be a great player? What you need to do, what you need to achieve to be a great player? What's your name? Okay. What do you think? What it takes to be a great player? What you need to do? Okay. Great.
Listen to your coach.
Great. That's all the things you said. It's normal. It's there. But what do you think? Does it take to sleep well before the game? So that's on the court. That's on the court or off the court. That's all the things you do. What's off-court talents? It's perfect. You're totally right. But there is a lot of things. Nutrition, how you eat, how you function. What do you do? How do you sign your contract? How do you choose what medicament to take when you are sick? It's all the things that you decide that makes you better, because there is a lot of things that happens off the court that can develop on your career, that can have some influence on your career. And that's the point is we wanted to...
Definition for the talent is that somebody is born with some talents, and this is only the beginning. I think that it's around 10-20%. Then it depends how you develop this talent with your persistence, discipline through your career. It means that you respect your talent. You know that you're good at, but then you're also responsible for yourself. It's your responsibility how you will develop. How would you like to develop? To be open-minded, to adapt fast, to be communicative. But I knew also that I'm responsible for myself and for my career, for my personality, what I will achieve in my life. So I was always searching my limits. I was always searching what I can do better, what I can do more. But somehow I managed to develop into something that maybe I wouldn't if I wouldn't be so persistent. Follow your heart, do what you think it's good. Eat healthier when I was younger, of course. Nobody talked back then about the food, how important it is for the regeneration. And yeah, I would probably sleep a little bit more. It's not only about handball, it's also after the career that you will be, or what you're gonna do. You will always work in teams. Not always, but most of the times the jobs are that you're working in teams. And if you're capable of doing something good with the team, in handball team, then you're capable of doing it everywhere else.
That's the idea, what we were talking about from one of also the great players, Vidka Vtičnik. You need to push yourself through all the limits. And it's something that you will find sometimes hard to achieve because you won't have the right guidance how to do it, where to do it. That's why this program started. That's why the European Federation said, okay, we accept your talent. You're all great players in your ages, but now you need to develop into something better, into something bigger. This is the beginning. You have the great beginning. Everybody respects what you did on the court. But now we are here and we want to try to help you. We cannot help you if you don't accept the help. Nobody can help you if you don't accept the help. That's why we chose you, and in 1 or 2 months from now, the app will be on the Google Play Store. The things, I will guide you through that app now, but we still don't have it, but you will see it's not so complicated things. It's not so complicated to follow the instructions and to have some guidance to see in which area it's most interesting thing for you to develop. So this is the people who started and believed in this program, and I think by the names, it's some players that really made the career. And it's not the players that will come and just tell you some empty stories. It's the players who can tell you in the real thing what happened to their careers. I will explain you what happened in my career in almost every of this subject that happens in this application. You have the example that the player who was really good did something really stupid and fell through. See, this part now is mostly in which, did you get the paperwork from this? Give me the half, I will give them.
Okay.
Take the half, give it around here. It's easier, much easier when you see.
You can scan the PRN
I will explain that. I will explain
We
them.
open Wi-Fi here.
Divide it between you, please. To see if you are short. Take. See, now maybe you understand a little bit more what I'm talking about. See, it's something that we will try to focus to help you with. So it's all the off-court talents. That's the name of it's the idea. Off-court, not basically here. We already saw that you have possibilities, that you have talent, that you have potential to be in this area, to be a great players. But now, let's focus on something else. For example, did you saw something that's interesting for you here? What do you think about this? Of course, media. You think David Beckham will be so great player if he wasn't good with medias? No. So see, also very important thing in your career. I can tell you now, you will come into a situation where you will be the same level player as somebody else. What do you think? What will decide who is better? Media. So it's also the talent you need to develop. So if you want to be better than somebody who is also developed good on 40 by 20, but outside not so good as you. So again, you are better. You are always there. You will give something to the press that nobody else will. Not just to say, okay, we were bad. We will try to do better next time. Thank you. Goodbye. It's something that, let's say 10 million, 50, 20 million sportsmen in the world will say, but you need to be better. You need to say something different. You need to give them something that they will call you next time again and again and again, and you will be in the newspaper, and then you are starting to beat your competition. I know it's not, maybe it doesn't seem fair because you're not beating them by 40 by 20, but again, you're going up. Else that you think it's interesting?
Mental fitness.
Mental fitness. Okay. It's an interesting thing. For example, how you recover after a bad game you played? Because we all played bad game. I played a lot of bad games in my life. So, did you play a bad game sometimes? That you, after that you go to the locker room and you think, I better run out from this locker room. You never played that game. I don't think the solution is don't think. I don't think it's never a solution, believe me. It's okay. It's the way you don't want to. You don't think about the game, so it didn't exist. It exists. But how do you recover from the game when you don't have, it was an important game. You played bad. You shoot from 9 shots, you scored 2 goals. It was disaster. You missed. You throw 3 balls in out. It's the thing that divides us. How fast we go from that hole back up to the shape. How fast we can adapt to the next game. There is a way of, like you said, I don't think about it, but switching the brain off, in my opinion, it's never a good solution. But the point is, you need to find your own way. I can tell you how I did it, or everybody can say I did it like this, like that. I can give you an advice. You can talk with the great players, how they came back, and to find the solution, how you were coming back from the bad game. I was coming back like, I pushed the video where I was amazing. Great games, big opponents. And I see that I know that the thing is that was one bad day in my career. So you move on. But you need to see, you need to start again to believe in yourself that it's possible. Because a lot of times, next game comes, important game, especially in the tournaments like this. You had a bad game, but then the next ball comes, you know that your friends over there, we all know that wearing the national team jersey, it's most important thing in our career. It was for me. But then the pressure is bigger. You need to decide what you will do, and then this doubt comes in your head. My idea how to fight with that, how to come back, was to see the game where I was really great and to start again believing in myself. My idea. But the point is that we want to give you the opportunity to practice, to find your own way. My way, it's not the the right way. My way was good for me. But in a lot of positions, you see the players going down and down and down because he doesn't know how to fight with those kind of problems. He didn't find his own way how to fight with it. That's the idea. You see something that is interesting. Nutrition. Look, in this time, I really believe that you know more than me in this. In my time, really, like Kaptichnik said, in our days, nutrition was after a game, good burger, big strong burger, but actually it's something that's very important. I don't know about it. I finished my career without nutrition, so I take this part out, but it wasn't the right way. The point is, now it's really something, the science it becomes. What you eat, how you eat. Actually, I really believe that they hired really great experts in medicine to explain this nutrition and what goes with what and what goes with it. It's something that's definitely will be a great part of your career. That's why with the programs like this, we didn't have the program like that, but with a program like this, you can prolong your career. Can you imagine how many years more you can play with all those things when you say you have good mental fitness, so you're not tired in your head, when you have good regeneration, when you have good nutrition, when you have everything that somebody can tell you. And beside that, you have the good 40x20 coaches, medical staff. In generation before me was really successful if they finished career in 33, 34, both 34, amazing. But now the handball players last until almost 40 years old because the system, because of the way of thinking, because of the nutrition, regeneration, and all those stuff. It's prolonged, and believe me, it's something really different when you finish your career in 33 than in 39 or 40. It's a big difference. Especially, there is one thing here. Nobody saw it, but for me, the most important thing is dual career. Guys, everybody will finish in one day. Everybody will finish. Nobody plays the game until the end. So that's something that you really need to think about. It's something that you need to put the focus on. You will be done. You need to find something that interests you. Something, what will you do after the career? So many players, and believe me, when you see the great player in a problem, why? Because he didn't upgrade himself. It's for me, the most important, one of the most important parts of all of this is to upgrade yourself. He says it's important to be smart. You cannot be smart only in one way, only when you have the ball in your hands. Brain is also like a muscle. It needs to be trained. It's something that brings the focus, brings the concentration, brings the possibility of, you can think faster. You can see the situation better. It's something that's also a very important part of this application and this program that we want to help you with. Because now is the time for you to grow and to start thinking on the right way. So if there is any way we can help you, so that's why I said from the beginning, I won't take any more time. I know you're tired. Most important games are waiting for you. Start thinking for yourself. If there is any possibility for us to help you, there will be this application. On that application, you could also, through the levels of interaction with in the application, you can also communicate with the players from that list that you saw. We will be able for you through that application. Now you can interact and you can then speak with us. It's really something that in my youth I wanted to have some guidance. How, where, when, why. Now we're come to the point why we're keeping this microphone, but also one of the important things of this app. We will try to make some interview. But first you need to hear one of our ambassadors.
My name is Kari Grimsberg, and here is my pro tip in how to shine in interviews. Make a small preparation before the interview starts. When I was young, I was afraid of saying the wrong thing, and that was made me nervous. So before every interview, I tried to ask in advance what the question would be about. Then I could make some thoughts before the interview started. And if you have an after-match interview, on the way there, try to think what was good for you during the match and maybe what could have been better. Then I think it's much easier to be relaxed, be yourself, and be confident in your interview. Keep focus on the interviewer, and I'm sure that you will get good experience with the media. I wish you all the best on your way. Bye-bye.
So, great, you didn't hear anything, so it's perfect advice. I will try to explain you. What was the idea? Is the idea that you always come prepared to the interview. So you always come prepared knowing what you will say and to find the good words to express yourself, to find the good words to describe what was on the court. I don't like to say the same thing like I started, same thing like everybody in this world. Yes, we didn't hear the coach in the locker room, we were bad, we will try to do better next time, thank you, goodbye. There is always something more that you can say, always something better you can add, always something. And that's the thing you need to think about and develop. But now let's make some practice. It's 10-15 minutes and then you can go and rest. Let's split us in groups by 3. Okay, go, stay up. Groups in 3, okay, you can come here, you can come with him, and you can come with them. And then
We have 18 guys. So
18 guys, 6 groups by 3. Oh, here. Great. Right, 6 groups of 3. We won't run, believe me, we won't make push-ups. Okay, you can go there. You can come here. No, you cannot stay with it. Okay, come here. 3, you can go there. Great. We will make like this. I will give you each group 30 seconds to prepare yourself for an interview with me. And I will come to ask you a few questions, you will answer me, and it's something nice. I will ask you, you don't know what will I ask you, but you need to prepare. This group here, you lost the game. You lost the game, so prepare yourself. And you won the game. So prepare yourself. Let's go. 30 seconds. Start. Now you need to speak between you to prepare yourself for the interview. And then to see what you say. You lost the game. So you will be the one who, you will interview him, ask him a question, and you will the guy who will making him, so he will laugh. You will be the one who, to make him out of focus. Okay. But prepare yourself, 30 seconds.
Our best and
Why are you nervous? Don't be nervous. So, what was the game?
game was good. We did our best and luckily we win. It was whole team's victory, not once. And what more? It's always great to win a game.
Okay, so why you win the game?
Because we do our best and it came to a cost and
This happens because it's counter-attack. Something explain that if they have something to write. Next time they will call you because you gave them four passes to write down.
They were too prepared for us for our defense. We couldn't stop their health player. Too many health attacks. Just wasn't our game. We were too tired, not motivated.
Okay, you were prepared. Explain it. Explain the situation. I don't have nothing to add. Now you're tired. You came here yesterday, you played the game. Now it's not interview, it's I'm asking you if you are tired.
Guys, if you want to scan the PNR and there is no Wi-Fi, I created a hotspot on my mobile. If you want to use it, I'll tell you. Look it up, it's George's iPhone 8, and the password is Bravo20, all in letters, Bravo20. Look it up. You should be able to find it. Okay.
Sljedeći junior, kad dođu, bit će. A left back. A god si pasvord? Ti si kompjuter, ti si levo krilo, ti si srećno. Mora malo da vola. Krk je nutricija. O, vidiš ovo. Ovo je nutricija. Krk je. Goalkeeper. Like this, the ball needs to hit on you, not next to you.
Okay. If you look
great, guys. I don't want to bother you anymore. I hope it was something that you see that it's good for you, that you need to have all those talents and in your career, to expand your possibilities. I want to just quickly, we didn't even talk about it, but I think it's also, all of those subjects are important. Anti-doping. I will give you one example from my career. It wasn't my situation, it was the situation of the guy I know. I think you know him too. Goalkeeper from Martin Galia. He was playing in Lemgo. Amazing goalkeeper, great guy, everything perfect. And Czech, there. And situation is, he has a flu, he's not feeling well, he needs to have a big game, he needs to play, he wants to play, like you said, even if they cut my leg off, it's a great attitude, by the way. And he takes some spray, nose spray or some pills from his wife because that helped her 5 days ago to recover faster so he can play tomorrow. But that wasn't allowed. And he fell down for 8 months. It was 8 months. 8 months anti-doping. And can you imagine how much that goes on your career? So you are doped for why? But it says in your papers that you fell down on doping. So it's funny how things are so stupid but so important to know. Especially if can you imagine you're 20, 21 years old, you want to come faster to the game. See, something happened. Some friend gives him, in the best way, gives you something to drink so you will recover faster, your wound will go to nothing special. But then tomorrow, what happens? It's something that really, from every aspect of your career, download that app, see the situation, see what's going on. It's really helpful. It's really helpful. Thank you guys for everything. It was great to meet you. I wish you all the best tomorrow for these games to come, semifinals, finals. It's stupid to say, but like everybody, may the best team win or luckiest team win. Thank you for this meeting and for this opportunity for me to meet you.
No. Thank you, Rastko. You know, Rastko responded in time zero to come here all the way from Belgrade. He arrived very late, very early this morning, and we thank him for this, for being able to come. Before that, I would propose two things. One, just to play a few passes, to exchange a few passes among you and with Rastko, so we can take some photos and stuff. And I want to tell you two other things. Besides all that Rastko told you about your future career, there are two major dangers. One is match fixing. In this program, you will have issues on training how to avoid match fixing. Match fixing is the manipulation of competition either for the result on the ranking or for illegal betting. It is not a secret that last year in the junior men's Euro in Croatia, I think, your counterparts of the Russian team fixed their matches. The Russian team ended last. They fixed the matches with illegal bettors, I think from Russia or from Asia, and they fixed their matches. Keep in mind that the illegal bettors will not try to fix the match Kiel-Barcelona. They will try to fix the match Men's Euro Championship, Greece-Bulgaria. The top matches are not being fixed. The illegal bettors are looking into low-level matches, second division, third division, younger championships. So what you share in your social media sometimes is very useful information for for some people to approach you for match fixing. So always be aware of that. The second major danger is doping. It is needless for me to speak about doping in sports. You know it much better. You know it happens particularly in the individual sports. In handball, we don't have so many cases. So doping education is another part of this program. You will have specialized people to train you about this. At the end of the day, when we take this group photo, we have a banner for the fight against doping that I would kindly ask everybody to be behind it and take a group photo. We are all here. Mark is not only representing the European Handball Federation, he's also in a top position in the top championship in the world. He's the CEO of the German Handball Federation. Rastko, you know about him. I'm the last one to speak about his career. And myself, on the side of the EHF, we are here to answer questions or to address any issue that you might have until the day that we all leave from here. Thanking you for this, thanking you for presence, thank you organizers for setting up this event. Can we exchange some passes? We have several balls here. We can just exchange some passes with the kids and we take some photos. Okay? Hey, what you do in your regular games, you do it now.
Maybe also from my side, because I think we should also not forget in this short introduction of this program that there are a lot of other things in this program. We will have some video learnings you can use, and we will invite you to one major event, which can be a Euro or a Champions League final or something like that. All of you will be invited, so it's really worth to take, take part in that program. So thank you very much from my side also. And of course, if you have some questions, you can also ask all the time.
And don't worry about resin, because handball is moving in becoming a non-resin sport. So it is coming. It is coming. So just feel free, just to maybe exchange some passes with Rastko, and then we can go together. He's coming. Yeah.